Before this video starts, I'd like to give a quick disclaimer. Some information I've stated in this video might not be entirely accurate, but for the most part, I've described everything I can about the situation. I used to be a big fan of Disventure Camp a bit before All Stars released, and as that season progressed, I realized I was slowly losing interest in it. Disventure Camp originally started as a small indie show which was originally Spanish only, but this is when Jared, the creator, had little funds and little supporters. As more seasons were released, more people supported the series, and Jared had better animators, voice actors, and overall better quality. But I feel halfway through Season 3, aka All Stars, it became apparent that a lot of characters were pushed aside for more major plot points. Which, yes, valid sometimes, but what Disventure Camp does is take characters people actually like and dumb them down to make way for more focused characters. Some examples I've gathered from fans make me realize people are unhappy because of the fact the writers for Disventure Camps clearly have favorites for certain characters, and I'm sure we all know who these characters are. The favorited characters of Disventure Camp all have one thing in common. They have plot armor, which means the plot always bends around them. They have more fan service, are in more thumbnails, and they're often more used for money grabs. Firstly, regarding plot points, let's use the example of Rhea, specifically Rhea in All Stars. Rhea is protected by her villains alliance throughout the entire season. Even when she does not have immunity, she is protected by the fact she has majority and the fear factor of other alliance members being left out. While this seems like a strategical move, you soon realize as it goes on throughout the season, it is an excuse for Rhea to stay in. Like how Alec is randomly given feelings for Rhea and then he's eliminated for it. The second point of the given, fan service and cash grab. Disventure Camp uses their most popular characters, which happens to be two gay couples, Tom and Jake as well as James and Aiden, for fan service as well as money. With the final episode of Tom Jake Season 2 coming out, it's made me realize how Disventure Camp's main focus isn't even plot anymore. Instead of a thumbnail being a sweet marriage between two characters, it's NSFW bait on an app with kids that can access it. No age restriction. Even if there was, they still have soft NSFW as their thumbnail. As complained by lots of the fans, Disventure Camp mainly focuses on their gay couples, and it is obvious by the favoritism used by the fact that the screen time of popular couples is laughable compared to couples such as Ashley and Will, Hunter, Allie, and Tess as a whole, even Ellie and Gabby, another LGBTQ ship. They are all outshined by the fact Disventure Camp wants to make gay couples the main focus. This next point I bring up may come off as insensitive, but Disventure Camp is a queer show that actively queer baits. And this is kind of insane to me because how are you as an LGBTQ show baiting people for clicks by appealing people with queer bait thumbnails? This is proven by the fact that Disventure Camp chooses to A, have their thumbnail something queer that has no relevance to the actual plot of the episode. An example of this is the Disventure Camp All Stars finale thumbnail. Or B, the thumbnail queerbaits into something that straight up isn't in the episode. An example, Spencer and Diego kissing. Speaking of, let's get into why I dislike Season 4 a lot. Besides the entirety of Merge, the writing tries to be taken too seriously until multiple points in the season where it is completely disregarded. There are random plots, and sometimes no plot at all, for characters who do need it. They wasted characters who have lots of potential and had a horrible final 3. It's the way they clearly favor other characters and overwrite them, while leaving others in the dust, and a good example is Richard and Zayd. The characters they do keep for longer have boring, rushed, and messy plot lines. They are not satisfying to watch. It is not fun to see Hannah having a breakdown for the 12th time, or see Anastasia fall for yet another thing she's told, or have Logan feel bad about eliminating someone. The finale itself is the most boring, uneventful, and miserable thing I've ever watched from Disventure Camp. And for my final few points, I'd like to talk about the way Jared treats his fanbase. There's been a mass controversy over Twitter on the things he's done. Almost everyone I've spoken to is not satisfied with the ending of the 4th season, and as well as going back to the NSFW bait, people are mad because of the fact that Jared just doesn't seem to care and enjoys to make his fans mad. With not a lot of research, I can tell Jared is not a good person. After cutting 16 employees, Jared is asking for almost over $3,000 by next week. Not to mention, Jared always seems to post content after he does something problematic to cover it up. Here are the 3 biggest examples. The first one was the Fiore NSFW greeting, and to cover up, we got the half-assed Pride Month 2024 poster and confirmed last names and nationalities for each character. For anyone wondering what the greeting was, there was a greeting released where they had Fiore read out loud someone's weird and sexual comments about Alec. Mind you, Jared thought this was completely okay and allowed the voice actor to read over this. The second was the voice actors not being paid fairly, equally, or at all. And to cover this up, we got the Disventure Camp Season 5 cast poster. And for the third, we have endorsing child endangerment, and to cover this up, we have Disventure Camp Season 5 cast voice reveals, which is still behind a hidden wall. Jared wants to talk about on his Twitter how funny it is to see people mad, but never about the bad things he's done, how he treats his voice actors, fans, the community, and even his own characters. That sums up about everything I needed to discuss, but before I end the video, I asked one of my friends to describe Jared and his choices for the show. This is what they sent to me. I don't like how Jared writes certain characters so much, but kind of leaves others in the dust. Obviously, some characters will be more important than others, but it does feel like several of them get the short end of the stick when they have a lot more potential. Richard, Gret, Tess, Hunter, and Zayd are characters that didn't get as much as they could have, while characters like Logan, Hannah, Jake, Rhea, Ali, and Anastasia get all the screen time, but their writing is super messy. I also really didn't like the thumbnails. Like, how many times are we going to see 2 people kissing each other with someone shocked in the back? Not only does it show desperation in views, but is an also extremely boring way of making thumbnails. That's about everything I wanted to discuss in today's video about Disventure Camp and its biggest problem, but thank you again for watching because this is my first video and I will be working on my second one pretty soon, so stay tuned if you'd like to see that one, because for that video I will be covering Clone High, aka the show from 2002, and just a general view on it and why I like it in general, because it is a quite funny show to me. So stay tuned for that one, and thank you for watching again. Have a good night, or day, or evening.